I'm going to inspect the foundation around the house. The main things that we're looking for are possible cracks in the foundation, and so I'll simply circle around the house and be looking for any possible problems with the foundation itself. Well, that side of the foundation is fine. However, you can see that there's some bushes planted down the wall. This is what we call conducive conditions. Bugs can use the bushes to get access to the house. In the future, to keep the house secure, keep these bushes cut back from the wall. You can keep them here; they'll look nice, but just keep them cut back from the wall so there's no leaves or branches in contact with the wall. Let's continue around looking at the foundation. We're now going to examine the exterior walls. We're looking to see if there's any cracks around the windows that can be attributed perhaps to some movement in the foundation. It's looking fine. There is a settlement crack between the yard door and the window. It's nothing to worry about. It is truly just a settlement crack. It's running the other side there. It's running between the two lintels. So there's a small settlement crack. Looking at this window, which is on the corner of the building. Okay, no cracks in that wall. Let's go around the house proper. In the porch area, make sure there's no cracking in the walls there. And there's a small settlement crack to the right of the front porch. Again, it's not much to be worried about. It's pretty common. It's only a small crack. It's in the mortar and not the brick anyway. It tends to be more of a problem if it's in the brick itself. The reason being that the mortar is easier to fix. You chase it out and then repoint it, and of course the crack's gone. So it's an easy repair. So no, the whole brick veneer along this side of the house is looking good. We'll go round by the garage. We check at the garage areas. No, we're fine. And we come here to the right side of the garage, looking down the wall, and looking at the interface between the neighbour's garage and your house. All's fine. We're now going to carry out an inspection of the walls. We inspect the outside walls. What we're looking for are cracks. Cracks that appear in the sheetrock, either around the windows, on the walls, or the walls themselves. Cracks appear if there's movement in the foundation, and they will appear in the top of the building. So we're on the second floor, because that's where any cracks, if they're going to show, will show. So far, no cracks, which is good. The last bedroom, and check that. We're just going to check the wall ceiling interface. We're looking to see if there's cracks. Any cracks in those areas would indicate some foundation movement. I don't think there's going to be any foundation movement here. We've already checked the foundation and it looks in good order, but it's good due diligence to just run this quick check. We're on the second floor. The ground floor doesn't really come into play. If the cracks are going to appear anywhere, it's at the top of the house, the interface between the roof and the walls of the building, which is what we're looking at. No, it's in good order. There are no cracks in the sheetrocks at all. Now we're making a grounds observation of the roof. We're looking to see if there's any lifting shingles or there's any damage to any part of the roof itself. But also we can see from this ground level also the flashings and the condition they're in. I also examined the roof with a telephoto lens. Obviously it's on a still camera, so you won't see it on video. But I use that if I find an anomaly on the roof. I was working around the roof. Everything looks fine. There's no lifting shingles. All the way down there. And the flashings are done correctly. If you look up here at that corner where the wall and the roof connect, you can see the flashings, and they're done right. They're called step flashings. Looking at the gables, looking at the valleys, everything's fine. This is a better way of observing the roof, because under high temperatures, which we've got now, the temperature is close to 100, these shingles have an adhesive on them that becomes somewhat fluid under very high temperatures. So walking on the roof will actually damage the roof. It's not something to be done without some care and thought. We can see pretty well the whole of the roof from here anyway, and any issues can be resolved, as I say, with a telephoto lens should we need to look at it very, very closely. Okay, we're now going to make an observation of the attic. Attic hatch is open, and we're going to have a close look at what is actually up here. This attic or roof system is built with manufactured trusses. These are actually a lot better than the ones constructed on site, because they're made to an engineering standard, they're tested and they're proved. It all looks very good up here. We have 8 inches of insulation, it's R33. That will vary to an extent across the attic, but not to a great extent. We have the extractor for the dryer, and that extractor has a booster fan, which is needed because the dryer is some 22 feet below us, and you need a booster fan when you're over about 22 feet. All looks good up here. All the pleniums are well sealed, so it all looks good. I'm just going to have a walk into the attic a little bit, so I'm going to turn the video camera off. It's a bit difficult to wave a video camera around and also walk. The light for the attic doesn't have a cover on it, and so you can get your fingers in here. It needs to have a cover on it to stop people deliberately going and electrocuting themselves. I don't know why you put their fingers in there, but it should have a cover on it.